Most people don't realize that the average food stamp benefits amounts to $4.50 a day or $31.50 a week. So this month, 26 members of Congress lived off a food stamp budget for a week to draw attention to House Republicans' cuts to the program. And they quickly discovered something about hunger that poor people have known for a while. It sucks. So, enter Congressman Stockman's communications director, Donnie Ferguson. His Twitter bio says his mind is so powerful he wears an 11-gallon hat. He did about 12 gallons of trolling, saying he took the food stamp challenge and, quote, based on my personal experience with SNAP benefit limits, we have room to cut about 12% more. See, $4.50 a day was more than enough for him to eat. He had a full belly with a few bucks to spare. Now let's keep in mind here just who is actually eligible and benefiting from SNAP. Food stamp eligibility is based on total gross household income. And to qualify, a family of four cannot exceed $29,976 a year, which equals $2,498 per month. Subtract $949 for a typical two-bedroom apartment. Subtract another $1,066 in child care costs if you have one 4-year-old and one school-age child. And you're left with $483 for everything for the month. Car insurance, gas, electric and phone bills, heat, clothes, incidentals, and groceries. I'd like to see Mr. Ferguson manage that challenge for a whole year and then tell me how well he ate. Joining me now is Congresswoman Barbara Lee, Democrat from California and co-founder of the Out of Poverty Caucus. She's a former food stamp recipient herself and organized the SNAP Challenge, asking members of Congress to pledge to eat on a budget of less than $5 a day, the average food budget of a food stamp recipient. And Congresswoman, tell me about your personal experience with the program. When in your life did you use it, and what did it mean to you?
Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you're covering this because this is so important to millions of people in our country. I, unfortunately, in the early 70s, had some very difficult times. I was raising two small children as a single mother, and of course, I wanted to get a good paying job. I wanted to get through school, and there was nowhere to turn. But thank God for the food stamp program, and I am deeply grateful for the American people for extending that helping hand. Everyone has hard times every now and then. And let me tell you, Chris, I know for a fact, as a former public assistance recipient and food stamp recipient, that no one wants to be on food stamps. Everyone wants a job. They want a living wage so that they can take care of their families and live the American dream. So it was a very difficult period. And let me tell you, right now, going through the food stamp challenge again really reminds me of what it takes, the weariness, the hassle. How do you do this on $4.50 a day? But I'm off of it tomorrow morning. But just think of the millions of people who see no end in sight, and so that is the tragedy about this.
What is your understanding of what the motivation is of your colleagues who are trying to cut the program, and have any been receptive across the aisle to your arguments for just how vital and necessary this is for the people that it helps?
Well, today we debated the McGovern Amendment, for example, and Congressman McGovern from Massachusetts is the co-chair of our our Hunger Caucus, and he's been a phenomenal leader in this. And I wish you had heard the debate when his amendment came up to restore the $20 billion. First, many Republicans said that people are gaming the system. Well, you know, the food stamp, the SNAP program is one of the fewest gamed government support programs ever. Very little waste, fraud, and abuse. If you want to look at waste, fraud, and abuse, you look at the Pentagon. You look at the billions of dollars, the trillions of dollars that have gone out in these useless and unnecessary wars. And so when you look at waste, fraud, and abuse, that's part of their argument, that people are gaming the system, and that is just not the case.
Congresswoman Barbara Lee, Democrat from California, thank you so much for coming by tonight.